Pain is the best motivator in life, not inspiration. You can be inspired, but pain, I believe, is ultimately our biggest motivator. Why is that? When I was growing up, I didn't get into fighting because I was inspired by fighters. I got into fighting because I got bullied at school, I got bullied at home by my dad, and I got to a point where I was feeling so much pain that I had to do something. That's when I started learning jujitsu, and that's when I started learning boxing. I wanted to be tougher because I felt weak. I felt vulnerable. I felt like as an easy target. And after a while, you get to a point where I just had enough. The pain was so much that either I had to find a solution or I was just gonna die. Okay? Either I was gonna kill myself or I was gonna find a way to get done, find a way to fight through this pain. And so that's one aspect of my life. You know, working out came into it because I was skinny. I was a skinny kid and I wanted to also mentally feel better about myself. Again, I felt more pain. What could I do at home? I could do my push-ups. I can do my pull-ups. This gave me a way out of my pain, or useful. Pain is fuel. It's one of the best fuels we have in the world. And so, which also led me to when it came to women. Growing up, I love girls. Obviously, I'm a guy. I love girls. They're beautiful creatures. They're beautiful things. And so when I had my first girlfriend, it was great until she broke up with me. A lot of pain. I used that pain towards my workouts. Worked out. Then I had another breakup. Used that pain towards my workouts. Eventually, I felt so much pain about relationships that I became a big player. You know, I played the game. I learned how to talk to girls better. I learned not to give my emotions to them, which isn't the best. It's not the best. But honestly, all the pain from the two relationships made me become a better person with my emotions, made me protect my emotions, made me observe who gets my full devotion. Okay? Because in the beginning, I didn't have much pain about love. And so I gave myself away for free, you know? And so the pain you feel from a breakup, think about it. When you're going through breakups, what do you feel? You feel like getting better. You feel like using this pain, honestly, to get better or worse. Some people just drink. Some people want to end their lives. You know, some people, because the truth is, whenever you want to end your life, you think that killing yourself is going to be less painful than actually living. Think about that. And so when we look at pain and we neglect it or we want to go towards it, we don't realize that that's one of the biggest motivators. That's what's going to change you. And so right now in your life, you might be thinking that, man, I'm going through all this pain right now. But understand, look back at your life, okay? Because like the life leaves clues, okay? If you're at maybe in your early teens or early 20s, mid 20s, or even later on, you've at one point have felt some pain. Go back to that. Revisit that pain. Revisit what happened and what you ultimately did. You know, and you remember you used that pain and it brought you to where you are now. And maybe you did start using drugs. Maybe you start using alcohol, and maybe you hit rock bottom with those two things. I used to. When I would drink a lot, because there was a time where I came here to Gainesville, I was drinking a lot, and I would get fucked up, man. I would get so fucked up, and I remember just waking up a few times and thinking to myself, "What the fuck am I doing, man? Like, I'm not getting anywhere in life. I'm hungover. I can't do anything today. Like, where's my life heading?" The pain of not knowing that, of knowing that if I keep doing this, my life isn't going to be good. I'm only getting older. Drinking has an effect on you. I mean, and same thing with weed. I used to smoke weed all the time. I used to smoke weed just to get away from my problems. And I'm telling you right now, if you're smoking weed, it's you're running away from your problems. I used to fucking do it. I used to fucking wake and bake. I used to smoke at night, and I would be so happy. Weed makes you happy. Weed gives you the munchies, makes you happy, but the biggest one people forget is that weed distracts you from the reality of your problems, okay? Only makes you weaker, because every time you just want to hit the bowl, you want to hit the bong, you want to smoke a blunt, and you're like, damn, life is good. But what you failed to realize, and what I failed to realize in that moment, that time was passing. And that I wasn't sharpening my skills. I wasn't sharpening my management of problems, my stress management. I wasn't sharpening myself up as a leader. Because if I were to look at myself now and be like, you smoke weed and you have all these other problems that you're not facing, how can you get better? You want to lead a bunch of people, but you're ignoring your problems? And I get it though. I get it. Like sometimes the problems can seem a lot. And the best thing we can do is just kind of take the edge off. But understand when you get into that pain, you're going to get better. I was training with one of my clients, Josiah, and we were boxing. And we did 2 rounds, hit him a couple times, he hit me. And the third round, I'm like, hey, I'm gonna take it up a notch. Because he came to me a few weeks back. He's like, bro, and I train boxing. And he's like, bro, I might wanna join a Muay Thai gym. I really wanna learn how to fight. We weren't training for like 2 months. We took like a little break from each other. And so he came back after like a breakup as well, And he's like, I wanna learn how to fight. I might join a Muay Thai gym just because I really wanna learn how to fight. And then it wasn't until like 4 sessions later, I'm like, bro, we're boxing today. He's okay. And I'm like, you want to learn how to fight? I got you. And I'm thinking to myself, motherfucker, I know he knows I know how to fight. And so we're going, and in the third round, I'm like, I'm going to turn it up a notch. I'm going to give you like maybe 60%. And I go, and we go at it. Like, I don't bust him up, but I show him a little bit more of what I've been holding back. And at the end, he's like, holy shit. And I'm like, yeah, dude, like I was holding back a lot. And like, you want to learn how to fight? I'm going to teach you how to fight. But ultimately, when he's laying on the ground, he's like, "Fuck!" I'm like, "This is all part of growing." Like I hit him with an uppercut to his nose. He's like, "Bro, you broke my nose." He stopped for a second. I'm like, "No, bro, it just feels like I broke your nose." And so, just showing him like this is the pain that you feel is the reward you're going to get later on with confidence. Pain rewards you with confidence. That's the most beautiful thing. For example, if you're going up to 3, 4, 5 hot girls and 4 of them say no, yeah, you might be a little diminished, but then the 5th one says yes, your confidence goes up. You're like, yo, I just got this girl to give me her number. She's hot, so on and so forth. And so the pain, boom, then you nail it. Then you get that confidence. And eventually, the pain, you get stronger with pain. It's no different than when you used to squat, say, you used to squat 135. Now you can squat like 225, you know? It's no different. Your pain tolerance goes up. But I believe pain tolerance is a mindset. Because when you first hit that pain in the beginning, like, oh, you told yourself this hurts, this is a lot. Eventually, you went through that pain so many times that it just became normal. Oh, I can handle this, this is nothing. It's still the same amount of pain, but you've gotten better at it. I'll tell you right now, we can self-inflict pain. So how do we self-inflict pain so we can consistently grow? If we know that pain makes us grow, how do we consistently conflict pain in our lives? That's easy. Waking up early is very difficult. Staying in a calorie deficit or eating a certain way is very difficult. Pushing yourself in the gym is very difficult, okay? Restraining yourself from things such as alcohol, weed, going out with friends, sex, it's all tough. It's painful sometimes. Being alone can be painful sometimes. Isolation, if you're not used to being by yourself. But if we recognize, okay, this pain is going to make me better, then we'll consistently pursue the fact of being in pain. It's not a bad thing. Suffering gets you to where you want to go. And as men, we have to consistently suffer. Anybody that you look up to, just go look at who you look up to. I guarantee you they have suffered so much. And when you understand that, pain equals success. Pain equals what you really want in life. You'll go towards it a lot more and you'll stop avoiding it. Much love.